Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Trading Show. I'm David. I'm joined with Brendan, and today I'm losing money. But it's okay. Let me show you what I got going on here. Brendan and I are in competing positions here. He's in a... Are you in a short, by the way? Did you get tapped in?
I did.
You did?
Yep.
Fuck. I'm in a long. He's in a short. Here's my short. Here's my long. Entry 87,888. Stop loss 87,568. TP at 88,114. Currently down 4.6% on my position. Seeing a lot of volatility, man. And I had my stop loss right at the wick and I moved it down. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful price action. The greatest price action.
The worst price action.
So right now my trade is underwater, but it's gaining a little ground here. I'm 50-50 on this trade. We keep getting rejected on this VWAP lower band, which is at 87,819 now, trending down. We have another one sitting at 88,302, but I'm taking my profit before we hit that level if we get there. Also, we have an inverse head and shoulders playing out here, right? And for my trade, I want this to play out for obvious reasons because I want to make money on this trade. But if we don't, that's okay because I'll move on to the next one. So
and Brendan,
that's
money.
You're in the money?
Right now I am.
Okay, let's see your trade. Go ahead.
So this is what I was talking about earlier on the show. I called this out. If you guys got into it, then you'd be in the green as of right now. Had my change of character right here off of my trend line. It took a little bit for me to actually get the change of character. It broke through all the way up here and then moved down. Finally, we got our change of character off of this wick down here. And then I got my fair value gap in actually the exactly perfect spot that you want your fair value gap, right below the midpoint being right below the change of character. I was able to get in on my change of character, get tapped in, and then it came up. It wicked probably 4 or 5 ticks below my stop loss, which I was a little bit scared about, but it was good. And so now we're pushing back down to the bottom. We're in the middle of the trade setup right now, and so hopefully we continue to get a push down. Obviously, that's bad for David if it does, and it's good for me.
The worst.
I hope that it continues to work how it's supposed to. My limit order is
You hope it continues to work out like it's supposed to, huh?
Yeah.
So you want me to lose money?
Well, I mean,
no, just say it, bro. You want me to lose money? Go ahead, say it.
I mean, if I win, we all win.
No, that's not true.
Oh.
If I win, we all win.
I mean,
as long as the people watching are winning, that's all that matters,
yeah.
right?
Are you guys winning?
We want people watching to win. If you're a first timer here, welcome. We do this trading show Monday through Friday, right after our morning live show. So make sure to come join us.
If you copy me, you'll be winning.
How did you get so tall all of a sudden?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Rob's just short.
He definitely is
Right.
short guy. We changed his name from Big Rob to Schmedium Rob.
Schmedium?
Yeah, Schmedium Rob. Okay. So looking at Bitcoin, I was on the 4-hour. The one thing that does concern me a little bit is this red X on the 4-hour. But I was kind of looking back at, okay, we've had red X's before, obviously, on the 4-hour time frame. How has that fared? Okay. We had a red X here on Christmas at midnight, and the candle right after Bitcoin rallied 1%. On the other terms here, we had a red X here, and Bitcoin continued to fall down from open of the next candle to the low was a 2% drawdown. We had another red X here. This was on December 29th, Monday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And what did Bitcoin do from the open of the next candle? Open to wick low, down 0.62%. So not a death sentence, but not ideal either on the higher time frame. 2-hour looks like a reversal inverted hammer candle here, which if it holds will be good. We do have a large volume node sitting at 87,897. So on the way up, you can see it already got rejected once. So we need to see volume come in, and we need to push past that level, preferably in one candle with increased volume. That will give me a lot more. That will give me a lot more confidence in my current long trade. And this actually looks very nice. This looks like a nice rounded bottom here, although we are getting rejected to the upside. Again, I am still expecting this trade to pan out the way I expected it to pan out. Baby blood diamond on the 15-minute, but that could very well reverse. And this inverse head and shoulder on the 15-minute is still intact. Invalidation happens below $87,407. So we'll see which way Bitcoin goes. Will I get stopped out on my trade before the show ends? Potentially. Will Brendan be the one that takes the trading crown on the day? You'll have to continue watching to wait and see. I want to take a look at an XRP chart. I want you to go first. I know you've traded the XRP chart more than I have over the last few weeks.
Yes, indeed.
So are you seeing any opportunities for any trades on XRP right now?
Yeah. So on my strategy, I actually almost got into an XRP trade earlier, but I didn't see any crazy confluence. I didn't see a good fair value gap for me to get in off of, so I never ended up getting in on it. But I do like. I mean, it obviously follows Bitcoin, so whatever Bitcoin's doing. So right now, obviously, Bitcoin's in a little bit of a downtrend, and so XRP is following. I'm expecting it to continue to drop for a little bit. I'm expecting it to maybe go down to, I don't know, let me get on this 30-minute. Probably, this is its support right here, and it's in it right now. So actually, I would be looking to reverse this, just based off of how XRP has fared and when it gets to this support. It taps this midpoint, and it's done it, what, 1, 2, 3 times, almost 4 now. So once that happens, I think I would be looking to reverse it for a little bit of a nice move. If I was going to get in a trade right here on the 30-minute, I'd probably put my limit order at the midpoint of this range right here at 1.8251, and then I would probably put my stop decently tight. And then my take profit, I would try and ride it up to the high, or actually I would just put it at 4-1, and then I would try to catch the high just by moving my TP and my trailing stop loss. That's how I would handle this trade. But on the lower time frame, on the 1 minute, I would just be looking to reverse it with a trend line. So obviously you would draw something like this down. And then you'd be hoping for a breakthrough, and then you'd probably get a change of character up here, and then you could ride it, and it would definitely push past this, what the Lux Algo calls a strong high. I should probably take that off there. It doesn't really work all the time. But, yeah. So that's my strategy. That's what I would be doing. Obviously, you have to wait for the breakthrough and all that for me to tell you where it's going to be able to put a limit order and all that stuff. But that's how I would trade this as of right now.
Cool. I saw someone in the chat asking for HBAR. Let's take a look at a Hedera chart. Also, guys, we're open to you know what you guys want to take a look at. So if there's anything that you're gonna want some analysis on in terms of price action, feel free to throw it in the chat. Let's go to HBAR. Let's start on the daily. Hedera is looking to put in a higher low on the daily time frame, but I mean this chart is pretty ugly. But that's not the dunk on HBAR. Majority of charts look like this in crypto. I mean, from its peak back in July, it's down 65%. These are bear market numbers, right? And so there's a lot of people who say we're in a bear market. For me, invalidation for a bull market has not happened yet. But that doesn't mean I'm not open to the idea that if we are in a bear market, we just have to shift our strategies and take profits a lot earlier. And so always got to be able and willing to move with the markets. Potential M pattern here on the daily playing out for HBAR, as you can see here. Come in, put in a low, put in a higher low, and then coming into a potential bear flag pattern that should break to the downside if this pattern does play out. And depending on, let me fix this. We're not going to extend you to the right. We're going to keep you where you are. And depending on where this thing settles, right, hypothetically speaking, if this does play out like my beautiful drawing I have here, you're targeting sub 10 cents, right? And right at that level that I have mapped on here, which is 9.829 cents for HBAR, and kind of just rolling the price action back. You can see how important this level has been. Consolidation has happened at this level. Resistance has happened at this level, and big support has happened at this level as well. And on the way up, this is where we created that big gap until we finally settled in. From the rally, from all the way from 4.2 cents up to that first stop at 14.5 cents. So a 3x. We did see a pullback, not nearly down to this level here. I'm going to zoom into maybe the, let's work our way down to the 8 hour, see if we can see any divergence, anything that tells us, hey, maybe there's waiting for a potential anchor wave long entry here on the 8 hour time frame, 6 hour. 6 hours taking a beating. Not one green candle.
Wow.
Since Sunday at 10 p.m. Pacific time on HBAR on the 6 hour, 4 hour increased volume on the move down.
Where's its lowest low? Like, what's its lowest low?
Lowest low?
Yeah, what's the lowest low on HBAR?
I mean,
How far are we from that lowest low is what I would be thinking, right?
I mean, okay, I'm not looking back here at sub a penny.
Yeah, right.
I would look probably here.
Yeah.
You're looking at 4.24 cents.
Yeah. Yep, that's okay. That's what I was asking. So how far are we from that is what I would be thinking right here. And are we going to go down and tap that? If we can go down and tap that, what was our reversion?
That would be another 60% move.
What was our reversal off of that last move is what my question would be after that point.
I mean, here, your most recent one was an 800% rally.
So what I would be thinking in this scenario right here is there any support where it is at right now? Is there support where it's at right now? If there's no support where it's at right now,
I mean, there's a little bit, right? You have here where price kind of consolidated, right? Around 10 to 11 cents, which is where we're at now, 10 to 11 cents.
Okay. So if that, then that could be a reversion right there. If it reverses, what's that move? We don't know. What's that move from that W pattern right there?
The move down?
The move up from the bottom of that W
for
pattern
the second
up.
leg?
Yeah.
130% rally.
So that's nice right there. But do we consider where it's at right now in validation of that?
100%.
Okay,
Yes.
right.
Yes. The W pattern, it was nice. It was a picture
literally
perfect W.
perfect,
Yeah.
yeah.
And invalidation, I'll tell you exactly where invalidation happened. Invalidation happened under 21.789 cents, which is your 50% level. You see price try to hold it, had a nice bounce. Ultimately, it failed and came back and retest and failed, and it dipped. And
So, okay, go ahead.
no.
No, so for me right now, what I would be looking for is some type of movement to the upside. If I see something from the upside, if it was me, I would mark out that area right there where you see those two rejections and you have that little bit of support where price wanted to stay. No, over to the left, you see where we were talking about earlier,
here?
Down on the left, down.
Here?
Zoom out. Yeah, right there. You see those two bumps right there where the price is sitting right now? Up to the left, right there. Yep, I would mark that out all the way across. And I would look to see, just like that. And I would look to see, is this price going to push out of that? If I see some movement to the upside, probably a fair value gap or a nice move up on a lower time frame, maybe like the 2 hour, the 4 hour, or the 2 hour, like the 30-minute, then I would get in a trade right there. But if I don't see any type of movement to the upside, then I would just be looking, I wouldn't really get in a trade on this right here.
Yeah, for me, it's there's not a clear sign of an advantage here to get into a trade. And the chart doesn't look good. It's just a matter of fact. And so, I mean, 30 minutes seeing a rounded bottom a little bit, but like realistically, what is it going to rally to?
Right.
Probably going to get rejected as a VWAP lower band, which, I mean, that would be a nice 5% trade. There's nothing wrong with scalping that.
For sure.
If you feel confident that level is going to hold.
Yeah, you would just need some type of really nice confluence to the upside. I don't know what you would use, maybe a Heikin-Ashi candle. I don't know what you would personally, anybody, I don't trade those often, but
yeah. And Bitcoin, did you get your TP tapped in?
not yet. I'm actually in the green pretty good though. It's making really nice price action. I mean,
I'm in the red pretty good.
if you if you look right here, it's looking good. My stop loss is where this yellow line is right now. I just put it at the wick of this candle right here. I'm actually probably going to move it down once I see whatever this move does right here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna, I might get my little painter out. I'm pretty sure this is going to go up a little bit right here, consolidate, and then I'm pretty sure it's going to push down and then give me some consolidation. So once I get that consolidation right there,
you move your stop loss.
I would move my stop loss down to probably here at this wick high and then just see what it does, because sometimes it can make a bigger move than you anticipate and then you get stopped out and then it continues to push back down afterwards. So I just try and be careful with my trailing stop loss. It's just something that you have to get used to. If you're going to trade the strategy with me on stream or whatever, or if you're trading the strategy for yourself, you like the way that I trade, then it's just something that you learn to get more comfortable with. Obviously, when I started trading this strategy, I would do it all the time where I'd put my stop loss too low and then it would hit my trailing stop loss, right? I'm in the green, so it is what it is, but then I could have made more money. It would have hit full TP, whatever it may be. But so you'll get more comfortable with that if you continue to use the strategy, or if I'm able to help you manage it on stream if the trade plays out throughout the time we're on here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I like it. All right, let's take a look at the bubbles. What's up on the day? Canton Network continues to rally. This is one I highlighted at around 12 cents. And so I think this thing has more upside. There's a lot of rumors regarding the NASDAQ becoming a validator of Canton Network. That would be very interesting. Pumped Up, Fun Up, Meme Core up, Chili's, Dino Coin. What the hell? It broke into the top 100.
Chili's?
Not the restaurant chain. Chili's. I like they got 2 for $5 special. Let's look at Chili's. Let's go Bybit. Is there any news on this? Oh, yeah. Look at this rally. My God. This is on the 15-minute. Let's look on the 4-hour here. Oh, yeah. This thing, there must have been some news. Let's go into X and see if we can find any news on Chili's. CHZ. Let's see if there's any news here. Price increase 25% weekly rise. Chili's due to release of their decentral protocol, which allows sports team to tokenize future media. Interesting. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. This might be something of potential value here. Let me see. Let's go to their. That's Chili's. Turkey.
That chart looks interesting from what I'm seeing on that.
Yeah, I want to see.
I want to see.
Is this Chili's TV? Is that the one? Oh, yeah, this is the one. Chili's TV. Okay, here we go. Chili's. The sports blockchain. Let's go to their website, see if there's any news here. The blockchain built for sports. Thank you. Are there any Okay. Are there any partnerships? Oh, wow.
Is that PSG down?
That is
Barcelona?
PSG. Juventus, Barcelona, Manchester City.
Your kids would be
crazy
okay over this one right here.
Leading sports in a Web3. This is very interesting, guys. 70 plus official fan tokens. Valid at 2 million community wallets. Supercharged fan. This is interesting. I think this is. I'm a believer in the
Spurs.
Yeah, the Tottenham Spurs.
I just saw the Spurs right there.
These are big teams. These aren't the tiny teams. And so let's go back to the price action and let's see the chart here. Where the hell? There we go.
I'm going to open up one of these charts, actually. I want to see what's going on.
So you're going to get some profit taking here, guys. This was a big rally. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, look at that. Massive bump in volume. Man, this was a 60% move. Let's go ahead and draw our fibs, and let's see if you're sold on the news and you're bullish, where should you target? The 50% fib level looks amazing to me. Also, your gold pocket looks great, but your 50% fib level sits at 3.732 cents. And so that is where we saw some wicks here that got rejected, right? Close below, wick up, close below, and then a big move up, and then this massive candle with volume. Let's go ahead and keep our fib levels, and let's roll out to the 8-hour. More consolidation right below that 50% level twice. And then a big break on volume. Your 6-hour, 4-hour. Yeah, 4-hour, we had some consolidation actually right at and above that 50% fib level. So for me, guys, if you're sold on the news and you're like, okay, man, this might be something I want to get exposure to, wait for that pullback to that 50% fib level, 37.53 cents.
And if you want to trade it on the smaller
3.753 cents.
If you want to trade it on the smaller time frame, there's a
what do you got on
there's a little setup right here actually. I mean, if you wanted to trade it right now, this is a good setup right here. You got a fair value gap, change the character, nice trend line.
This is for a long?
Yeah, it's for a long. I mean, this looks nice. If this comes back down and taps in at 0.04366, then you could make a little bit of money scalping this up to here if you wanted to. That's just if you want to trade it right now. But
yeah, this is one of the only coins that's up. It's the highest gainer on the 24-hour. On the 1-hour, not so much. On the week, 25% on the week. Canton Network up 50% on the week. Okay, Chili's is an interesting one. Let's look at Canton Network. I was looking at this one yesterday as well. It was on the daily, right? We talked about this cup and handle pattern, and I gave you guys a scenario. We might not come back and retest this 50% fib level You can see here the 236 twice now has held. Once on a close to the downside and pushing up on this. But the only thing that worries me about this move is there was no volume behind this move, right? We saw big volume on this candle, green candle, and we saw a push to the upside. So my expectation is we see another dip down of Can Network down to this 236 level at 12.463 cents. Let's keep this on there and move out to the 6 hour. Higher highs, higher lows on the 6 hour. So structure is in place. Let's pull up market cipher. Money flow expanding to the money flow has been in the green since the 14th of December. Something to keep a note of. 2 hour consolidation here, tightening range. One hour, kind of same thing. Let's go to the 15-minute. A lot of chop on the 15-minute. We are in a pretty big volume area. Lots of red X's here, guys. Another one on this one here as well. But red X's have been bottoms. Here's a bottom, here's a bottom, here's a bottom. Will this be a bottom? I think so. Expected rejection at around 14.87 cents, as that has been our highest volume node. But with each, okay, here's an interesting. With each red X that has marked the bottom, we've put in a higher high, whether it's on a close or a wick, both, actually. So we want that trend to continue, putting in higher lows here as well. Outside of maybe one deviation. Sorry, I know there's a lot going on this chart here. This is an expanding wedge to the upside. That's one thing to keep in note here. Bottom end of the range is 14.5. Top end of the range is around 14.9 cents. Is this enough of a range to make money if you're trading the upside and downside? Yes, it is. 3% range. Multiply your leverage, yada, yada. High margin. You're making money. So I guess look to rotate back up to from the bottom of this range here, guys. So for me, let's go ahead and put in an alert here at 14,561. I thought there was a way to, let's go add alert, 14,551. Crossing or value is less than 14,551. And
there you go.
I'd be very interested in longing this thing at 14,551. Canton Network. And this thing might be one where you catch it on the downside and it just shoots past it and it goes into new all-time highs.
Yep.
And so, all right, can you, Brandon, can you take a peek at Ethereum? Is this still under 3,000?
It is. 2973.35 is where it's sitting at right now. So a little under 3,000.
Okay. Any trade setups you're seeing?
On the 1 minute, I actually do. I like this right here. This is usually good, especially when it starts to drop, because we had a change of character right here, and that would have been a trend line right there. But we also have this trend line right here. It's getting tapped on the bottom, tapped on the bottom. If it pushes below this right here, we'll get a change of character. Once it pushes past this and this, we'll get a change of character, and we'll be able to make a short trade. That's what I would do. I would make a short trade, and I'd probably try and take it down to, around this area down here, 2965 probably. It's a small move, but I think you could make some money doing that. Yeah, so that's what I would be looking for on Ethereum right now on the 1 minute. And yeah, that's my trade setup for that. But just an update on my Bitcoin trade if you guys are following along with me. My trailing stop loss right now is at 87,737.8. So if you guys are in this trade with me and you guys are following along, this is where my trailing stop loss is, just to make sure that I'm in the green. So right now I'm safe. It's risk-free. It is what it is. I just got to let the rest of the trade play out. And it's playing out pretty nicely for me. But I don't know about David.
Yeah, my trade's currently underwater. I'm still in the trade though, and so I'm just kind of watching for invalidations. There's just, man, it's my experience when you see shit like this, and it's rounding out a bottom. It's eventually going to break through. You're going to get that big volume spike, and so I'm still in the trade. If we dip below 87,350. I'll probably just manually close my trade out.
That's right after my trade. That's right after my TP hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, that would be invalidation. I'm just remaining patient, right? This the move, I expected the continuation to happen almost immediately after we saw a break above and a close. But it didn't play out that way. We got rejected and kind of trending down, which is giving us a little bit of a kind of a pennant here, right? Or a symmetrical triangle, whatever you want to call it.
Somewhere.
Yeah, this thing will break. And so will it break to the upside or to the downside? In fact, this does look like, if I'm being objective here, a bear pennant. And so downside target would be 85,783 if it does play out that way. Or maybe this thing gets invalidated. We'll see. If on the next move we don't get a break above 87,800 and close a couple 15-minute candles above, I'll probably just take my L and exit the trade and move on to the next one. And so right now, Bitcoin, for me, at least in my trade, I'm in a wait-and-see mode, 87,642. Let's check the 2-minute here. What is the 2-minute telling us?
Right now in my trade, I'm in a yippee mode. I'm super excited and happy.
Yippee mode?
Yeah, I'm I'm excited.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone call it a yippee mode.
Well, like, yippee.
No, I know what it means.
Oh, okay.
Never heard anyone say it.
Just me.
I know. You're the first.
But I'm cool, though. So
You're
it doesn't sound
so
weird.
cool. You're so cool, dude.
The coolest, the greatest.
The greatest. Okay. Let's go down the list of the top 100 here. You know, I want to take a look at Solana. Let's take a peek at a Solana chart.
I will go on there.
But I know this is one you also been trading a lot as well.
I actually am in a trade on Solana with Bitcoin as well. And
Okay, so
I'm
you're in
about to
2
hit
trades.
TP on my Solana trade.
I'm assuming also a short.
Yep.
Okay.
If you see right here, beautiful change of character, fair value gap, and then tap them fair value gap, and it's just made market structure, beautiful market structure ever since. I was a little bit scared actually because Bitcoin started to reverse. But that's what tapped me into my Bitcoin trade, which was good. So hopefully this trade goes and pushes down, and we're a little bit away from TP, which would be awesome because if this keeps going down, that means Bitcoin's going down. So then I win this trade, and then I win a Bitcoin trade, and then I'm up big money today. So
I like it.
yeah, that's good for me right now. I like Solana. I trade it a lot. I'm very familiar with this chart. It's actually going down. Rob was talking about this earlier. It's going down to this range down here that we've seen it bounce off of so many times. And so I think once it hits that range down there, it'll bounce again. So I'm assuming it'll get down there, and that's usually when Bitcoin reverses, and that's usually really good for business. So
For business.
yeah, so
I will say though, Solana is right by the trend line here, which is held, right? The last time it got down here, Solana rallied 1%. Wick down here, Solana rallied, rotated to the top end of the range, rallied 2%. And the more recent one, which was earlier this morning at 8:30 Pacific, Solana rallied 1%. And so if the structure holds, expecting a bounce from Solana, if it does break through, then yeah, I mean if this thing breaks to the downside, let me go ahead and zoom out to the 1 hour here. Let's try to find
below that 122 mark if it goes through that trend.
Yeah, I was gonna say 122.50 would be the level I keep my eye out on.
Yep.
So right now, my bias on Solana would be to look for a long, right? Look for the trend line to hold. And I would wait. No, let's go to the 15-minute. I would wait for a candle closure above and see if you get that green candle, preferably if it engulfs this hammer here, which also could signify oh shit, Bitcoin is dumping.
Nice. I'm about to hit TP. Woo-hoo-hoo.
What's your TP at?
87,343.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is nice. I think today usually we're like a team, man.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I feel like we're
Oh shit. Yeah, we're
I feel like we don't
tons of volatility on Bitcoin.
I think we're beefing right now.
1 minute's crashing. No, Bitcoin.
1 minute.
Yeah, my trade got invalidated.
Man, I don't think I can lose.
Never lost.
All I do is win, no matter what.
All right. I'm in my stop loss up. So BTC at 587, 529. This is on the 1 minute, massive red candle here, guys. We'll see.
Big Daddy Drake candle.
Brennan nailed it on his trade. I did not nail it on my trade so far. I'm not out of the trade yet, but it looks like I probably will get stopped out. Tons of volume happening in this region at around 87.5, 80 to 87.650. And so for Bitcoin to reverse, but also guys, just keep in mind, if you are in a short, I would not stay in it too long. Remember, we're going into the beginning of the year. Rob and I did a nice breakdown of price action heading into the beginning of the year and what that typically looks like. So just keep that in mind. If you are going to be in a short, I wouldn't stay in it for too long. I could be wrong, but yeah.
By the way, everybody, I'm up every day at market open. I'm going to start posting on my Instagram, on my stories, trade setups for you guys at market open. So if any of you guys live on the East Coast, it should be 9:30 for you. Anybody that lives in Vegas or California or anywhere like that, it should be 6:30 for you. Arizona, I think, is 7 o'clock at 7:30. And then like the South is 8:30. So if you guys want to make a trade with me in the morning, especially tomorrow because it's the first of the year, we should see some pretty nice moves wherever it's going to go.
Yeah. And do me a favor, go follow Brendan on Instagram. I have his Instagram profile link pinned to the, or I'll pin it to the chat here. Go follow him, man. This young man is going to do some great things in our space, and we're excited that he's on our show every single day. With that being said, that'll do it for the show today. I'm gonna go in the closet, lock the door, and cry. Just kidding. We'll be back here tomorrow.
And I'll be saying, yippee.
Yeah. We're back here tomorrow, same place, same time. I do have an XRP video coming out in about 15 minutes, so watch that video and let us know your thoughts. Gina, let's wrap this up. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.